Thank you for joining today, and hopefully you're seeing this on my timeline. And, have a wonderful practice. Practice is always according to your condition. All right, let's begin. Let's begin sitting tall, supremely still. Close the eyes and bring the attention inward. Nothing to do, nothing to seek. Everything we need is already within. Begin with the sound of Om 3 times to attract divine attention. Imagine you are everywhere. Fix your mind on God alone. Rest your thoughts in God alone. And in God you will live hereafter. Of this there is no doubt. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering, and enjoy this practice through our senses. May we acquire strong desire for liberation from pain and suffering, and may we cherish no ill feelings against each other. And to make this practice even more meaningful and powerful, offer up the fruits of the practice to all beings everywhere. Practice as though everyone was experiencing this through your own body, so make it as beneficial as possible. So now let's come to standing. Open up your feet about 10 inches. Let's charge up the body. Raise the arms up over the head. On the inhale, bring the energy from the earth right up from the soles of the feet, right up through the body to the fingertips. Holding at the fingertips, hold the breath. Exhale all the way back down through the body, right back down to the earth. Inhale, visualize the earth's energy running all the way up through the body, charging it up. Holding it all at the fingertips, suspend the breath. Exhale all the way back down again. Last time. Bring Earth's energy right up through the body on the inhale. Visualize it rising up. Holding at the fingertips, suspend the breath. Exhale all the way back down. Now release the arms and let's start the exercises. We're going to combine vigorous breathing through the inhales and exhales with movements so as to produce more heat and to aerate the lungs and to oxygenate the blood. First, let's start, however, with head circles to loosen up the neck. Feel as though you're trying to touch the ears to the shoulders, the chin right on the chest, back of the head touching the top of the back. And then reverse the direction of rotation. Right, now inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, down. And up, down. Continue. Inhale straight up. Exhale, pull down. Now in front of the body, inhale, exhale, retract. Now arm swings. Conclude. Arms across the chest. Squeeze the arms tight across the chest. Exhale, throw them back. Alternate across each time. And release. Next one. Bring the arms up on the inhale. Exhale, toss the body down. Last one, just stay hanging down. Allow the body to stop bouncing. And then roll your way back up. Next one, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, come into a squat. Just scroll down as far as you can. Be mindful of your knees. Right back up. And then bring the elbows out to the side. We're going to twist from side to side. Exhale as you complete the twist on each side. And release. Next one also incorporates a squat. 4 movements. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, down. Inhale, straight back up. Exhale, swing the arms down. Let's do it together. Last one. And down. Next one, we bring the arms in front of the body. This is starting position. Exhale here. Inhale, circle around backwards. Right to the front. Exhale, pull in and punch right back out. And then pull the arms down by the sides of the body. This one's almost the same, except it's a circle and a quarter. Inhale all the way around to the front. Exhale, pull in and drop the arms down. You're back at the beginning. Let's do it together. Good. And now from here, just a sec. We're going to do side bends. So take your feet a little bit further apart. So your feet about the width of the mat, toes pointing out. Left arm up, inhale, reach up. Bend to the right, right arm up, inhale, bend to the left. Back. Now same thing almost, except we're holding the breath as we come into the bend. Inhale, left arm up, and then hold the breath as you go deeper. Exhale, return. Right arm up, inhale. Hold as you hold the bend. And release. Exhale. Continue. It's an offering. You're transmitting all the benefits through your body to all beings. So practice in a way that
is beneficial. It doesn't bring you in a place of pain or anxiety. This is not what you want to transmit. Imagine you had weights attached to the fingertips, allowing you to go a little bit deeper with each pass. Try not to wrinkle the underside of the body. Lose yourself in its sensations. Imagine you're made of elastic, to reach and stretch as much as you can. One more on each side. Release. Let's come onto the hands and knees now. Cat cow. Just work the muscles of the core to generate some heat. Inhale. Arch the back. Exhale, round the back. Inhale. Stretch the belly skin. Stretch the back skin on the exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Push the heart forward. Exhale. Pull it right up and in between the shoulder blades. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Push the belly button towards the ground. Exhale, pull it right back in. Imagine you're trying to push it up through the lower back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the chest open. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And now raise the right leg up. Inhale. Exhale, swing it out to the right. And then the other leg. Left leg up. Swing it out to the left. Just loosen up the hip joint. And release. Now come forward onto your belly. Anchor down through the hips and the lower body, the legs. Bring the hands together, squeeze the palms together. We're going to engage the buttocks and the upper back as we come up on the inhale. Lift the chest. Exhale, back down. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Keep the tops of the feet down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. One more. Up and down. Release. Breathe in. Exhale. Drop all the fatigue out of the body. Next exercise for the abdomen. Bring the arms in front. I'll demonstrate two options. So you can press the legs up. So in order to do this, Use the momentum of the legs and hips coming down to propel you up. Don't use your hands too much. Just use your back muscles and your core muscles. Otherwise, you can do this. Lift the legs and the arms at the same time. Okay, let's go for 10. Release. Breathe in, breathe out. Place your hands underneath the shoulders, press up into table, all the way back into child's pose. Next one has 4 movements coming into high cat. Exhale, cobra, drop the hips between your hands. Inhale, come back up. High cat, exhale, all the way back into child's pose. Inhale, come up, cat, forward, cobra on the exhale. Inhale, back up, high cat. Exhale, all the way back, legs in the spine. Let's bring the seat back up, forward, up, and back. Tap into sensations all on the spine, up, forward, move gracefully, up, and back. Imagine the body moving up by itself, forward, up, and back. And then up, forward, push the shoulders back, up, and back. Keep the neck long so the passage for the breath stays free. Up, forward, up, and back. And up, forward, up, and back. Up, forward, move in a way that doesn't jam up the spine or the back of the neck, the lower back. Up, forward, up, the chin in and back. Up, around the back, forward, arching, up, and back. Last time, up, forward, up, and back. Relax, breathe in, breathe out. Next, so we're going to glide forward on the inhale between the arms, like a snake creeping through the grass. Hold the breath as you hold the pose, cobra. Exhale back. Alternative entry, come up into table, drop your hips to your hands, quite similar to what we just did. And then back. So choose your method of entry, move smoothly, come forward, inhale. Exhale back. Inhale, come forward. Just tune your hands, raise the head, bring it all the way back, hold the pose. And then return. Inhale, use your arms to propel yourself forward with power and ease. And back. Keep moving according to your condition, come forward, hold it, and back. You can push the elbows out to the side, that helps. Sweep the forearms outwards, and back. And then again. Imagine your snake creeping through the grass. Visualize yourself in the body of what you're representing. And then forward and hold. And back. And again. Try not to jam up the back neck. Remember, keep the shoulders down. Return. And 2 more. Last time. Come forward, glide smoothly. And back. Breathe in. Breathe out, soften. Now we're going to come forward again onto your belly, then flip immediately onto your back. Tucks. Raise your arms over the head, stretch out the body, exhale. Pull the thighs in towards the chest, chin to the knees. Inhale, exhale, tuck. Inhale, and tuck. Exhale, and tuck. Inhale, and tuck. Inhale, tuck. Inhale, tuck. Two more, and tuck. Stretch, and tuck. Inhale, stretch again. This time hold the breath as you tuck. Really press the back, lower back down into the mat. Squeeze the thighs on the chest. And release. Exhale. Inhale, extend. Then hold the breath as you tuck. Release. Try to bring your chin right to the knees. And again, lengthen. Hold the breath. Squeeze yourself as tight as possible. And release. Good for the digestive organs. Reach out. And then tuck. Hold the breath. And release. And up. And hold. Release. Extend. And tuck. Release. Inhale. Hold. Tuck. Release. Last time. Inhale, stretch. Tuck. Hold. And release. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Now bring your arms up over the head. Swing the legs up overhead as far as you can, and then bring the feet back down. Feet comes down. Lift up. And drape the body over the legs. So if you need the momentum to come up, that's okay. If you have more core strength, you wait till the feet are down before you come up. Okay, so move again according to position. You don't have to bring the feet all the way over the head if it doesn't feel quite right for you. Smooth movements, try not to make them jerky. Moving away, that doesn't disrupt the attention of the witness who's always watching. Nice release for the spine. Two more. Feels like you're massaging each vertebra along the spine. Last one. And next time you come back, as you come down, bend the knees, plant the feet, and come right up to standing. Okay, so now you can come to the front of the mat for Surya Namaskar. Just give me seconds. Okay. Right. And make your way to the front of the mat. Bring the hands to the heart. Remember to offer up the practice to all beings everywhere. Imagine moving time with all humanity in order to connect with them and to bring harmony to all and benefits to all. So let's go ahead, Surya Namaskar. Let's move together as one. Reach the arms up over the head. Come down, bring hands to the ground. Chest on the thighs, head down. Right foot back into a lunge. Sink down to the seat. Come into high plank. Lower down the knees. And bring the seat all the way back behind your heels. Glide forward into cobra. Roll over the toes back into downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward to the hands, sink down to the seat again. Feet together. Keep the knees bent if you can. If you need to, bring your chest against the thighs. Come all the way up to standing. Hands back to the heart. Engage the buttocks in the upper back. As you go back, hold breath for a moment. As you reach back, exhale, come all the way down. Bend your knees if you need to, bring your hands flat on the ground. Then the left foot steps all the way back, lower down the knee. Again into a deep lunge, into the high plank. Bring the knees down and the seat all the way back behind your heels. Glide forward again like a cobra, creeping through the grass. Bring the head up and back, roll over the toes, back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left foot steps forward. If it's difficult, bring the back knee down. If the foot doesn't make it all the way to the hands, use that left hand to assist it forward. Feet together, chest on the thighs, head down. Come all the way up. Hands back to the heart. Watch the body moving by itself. Up again. And down. Imagine the body moving with the utmost grace and power. And this will transpire in your movements. Right foot back. Into the plank. Lower down the knees. Bring the chest and the forehead down. And come forward and up into cobra. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Right foot steps to the hands, sink through the seats. Feet together again, bow to the legs, head down. Come all the way up, standing salute. Back to the heart with the hands. Reach up again, press the hips forward, stretch the whole front of the body, then come down. Lengthen the back as the head reaches towards the ground. Then the left foot all the way back into the plank. Always moving mindfully and with reverence for every form that she passed through, every experience. And back into downward facing dog. Left foot forward. Feet together. We have to pass through all experiences in order to gain all the knowledge that we need. In order to remove pain and suffering or be unaffected by it. Hands back to the heart. Let's add on. Reach the arms up and back. Fold down over the legs. Bend the knees, hands behind the back, chest on the thighs. Extend to the crown and then go dive deeper. Bring the head towards the ground, the seat up. Keep using somebody to push the legs back. And then bring the hands down, right foot back. Lower the back knee down. Drop the seat down nice and low. Bring the arms up, copy asana. Pull the body up out of the hips using your arms. Stretch back. And then come out. Hands down into high plank. Lower down, knees, chest, forehead. Glide through between the arms smoothly. Like you're doing a dance. All the transitions seamless. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Then the right foot steps forward, back knee down. Raise your arms up again, over the head. Stretch the whole front line of the body. Hands down, feet together, chest on the thighs. Join the hands, extend, and then dive down. Come all the way up to standing, arms over the head. And back home, Pranamasana. Again, reach the arms up and back. Go down. Bend the knees, chest lands on your thighs. Join the hands, extend, and then lower down. Bowing down humbly. Release the hands, left foot back. Every movement reflecting humility, surrender, love, and devotion. Hands down into high plank, lower down. Come forward and through between your arms, and then back. Left foot steps forward again, back knee down. Again, Kapyasana, crescent moon. Visualize the shape and life form in your mind, and then try to make your body come into copy that vision that you see. Land the chest on the thighs, extend the arms and pull them over the head, Bow down deeply. Release, come all the way up to standing. Try not to jam with the lower back. As you bend back, bring hands to the heart. One more variation. Reach the arms up over the head. Come forward and down. Now lift the chest, bring your weight forward a little bit more, towards the fingertips, shoulders to the fingertips, press into the ground, and then see if you can slide back into chaturanga or walk back, body hovering just above the ground. Now push into your hands and swing forward and through into upward facing dog. See if you can lift your knees and hips up off the ground. If it's too much, you keep on your hips for cobra again, or you can come onto your forearms. Again, modify according to your condition. Now push the shoulders back, push the chest, the hips a little bit further forward between your hands. And then let's come into downward facing dog. Press into your hands, lift the seat up and back. And then just soften through the shoulders a little bit. Try to sink the heart between the shoulder blades. The top of the head comes towards the ground. Stretch the back of the neck. Pull the chin in towards the chest, belly towards the thighs. Getting ready to come forward, lift the heels, bend the knees, look between your hands, push into your hands, and you can either hop or walk your feet forward. Pull the body down against the legs again, Uttanasana. Come all the way up to standing. Hands back to the heart. One more like that. Reach the arms up and back. And go down. Again, keep your arms straight and strong. Hug the upper arms in towards the body, shoulders over the fingertips. And then from here, press into the ground and then float or walk back into chaturanga. Through into upward facing dog or cobra. Make like a dog howling at the moon. Back over the toes into downward facing dog. Melt the heart, feel like a dog stretching its back. Exhibit the loyalty of the dog to its master. In the same way, stay devoted to your practice to the highest self. Service to all beings. Lift up the heels, bend the knees, look between your hands. Bring your feet forward to the hands, hopping and walking. Pull the body again down onto the legs. Come all the way up to standing. Reach up and back. And then bring it back home. Breathe in. Breathe out all struggles. Let go of all expectations and all attachments to the results. Release the hands. Just keep doing the practice like it has to be done, your divine duty. Let's start off with some balance poses. Okay, so let's start off with ballet pose. Bring the right foot up, hold the heel from the inside. Push the knee out to the right, left arm up, and if you can, extend the leg. So try to have your fingers and your toes on the same line. You can pull the leg out, it doesn't have to come up super high. If you're more flexible, however, you can pull the foot up higher. If you lean a little bit to the right, you might be able to get to the left, I should say. You might be able to get your foot up higher. If you need to, you keep your knee bent. You can hold alternatively underneath the leg. So, try to find the poise of a dancer. And release, bring it back down. Next, on the other side, left foot comes up, hold the heel from the inside, and then bring the leg up, straighten the leg, and bring the arm out to the side. Again, flatten out the leg if you need to, bring it lower, or move according to your flexibility. Bring the foot up higher, bend the knee if you need to. Lean a little bit towards the right. Whatever happens, remain unconcerned and unjudging. And release.
Imagine you're the witness, just watching it all. Witness it through the eyes of God, just seeing everything with unconditional love. Okay, next pose. We're going to try gliding eagle. So you can come to the back of the mat, bring the arms up and bring the fingertips down, index fingers down, and then raise your right leg up. Try to get your head down close to the ground, about the height of the knee. You can keep your fingertips on the ground if you need to, or if you can, bring your arms out to the side. Imagine you are soaring through the air, diving down at great speed, just like an eagle, diving from the highest cliff. And then come all the way up and release. I'm going to move a little bit forward so I'm not hitting the couch. And try it on the other foot. Bring the arms up and bring the index fingers down to the ground in front. Raise the left leg up, point the toe, and then when you have the balance, gaze at a point in front of you, about 3 feet on the ground, and spread your wings. And release, come back up. Good. And we'll do one more Natarajasana. Standing on your left foot. Raise your right knee up, bring the left arm up, take hold of the ankle and then pull it up and back. You only really have to get the thigh the height of the hip, left arm in front. Feel free to stay here, just keep pushing the foot back into your hand, shoulders over the hips. If you want, however, you can lean forward a little bit. Try to get a little bit more, create a little bit more space. If you're more flexible, hold closer to the knee. And then see if you get your legs straight. It's another nice variation. Okay. Bend the standing leg. Come back up. Try it on the other foot now. Just imagine yourself in the pose. Hold the ankle and pull it back. Bring the arm out in front. Stand strong, standing leg, be supreme. Imagine you're a star performer in a dance or in a ballet. And then come forward. Or again, take a deeper variation if you like. Just trying to move to the edge of your potential every time. So you keep redefining your edge. This is how you make progress. Have patience, have perseverance. And then come back gracefully and release. Okay, so now you can stand sideways so that you can turn if you need to. Bring your hands now with the fingertips level with the elbows. Jump your feet apart. Wide ankle. Then turn to the left. Come into warrior 2. Lean forward a little bit. Get a sense of direction. Try to sink down to the hips so that when you sweep your back arm down, your fingertips might graze the ground. If you can't get this low, don't worry about it. Just do your best. From here, Paschimottanasana, you can take your form on the front thigh, reach the right arm up. If you're more flexible, bring your index fingers on the outside of the foot. Push the knee into the inner shoulder, pull the right shoulder back. Stretch the line, and then bring the right hand down to the ground, turn forward. Back knee down, sink down to the seat. Press your hands into the knee and lean back.
When you lean back, try not to again jam up the lower back, pull the body up out of the hips, and then sink your seat. If you want to go further, sweep the arms up, hands together in Kali Mudra. Rock the shoulders back and forth, make like a crescent shape with your body. Keep your arms straight, close to the ears. Most important, come again to the mindset of offering. Now, press into the front knee, come back more, come back up, and bring yourself higher. Move the left foot in, bend the toes under on the back foot. Turn to the front, raise your right arm up, bring the hand to the outside of the knee, left hand on the seat, pushing into the seat and down at the same time to create length in the lower back. Lift up to the chest and turn towards the left. Look over your left shoulder, turn your body fully. If you want to lean back, see if you can bring your fingertips to the outside of the heel. Try not to slouch again, rise up tall out of the hips. You can stay here or go to the next progression, a deeper twist. Parivita Parsvakonasana. So now, right arm up, angle the toe and the knee towards the right, and then so you can get the outside thigh. Now pull the body up, belly higher than the thigh. Bring the left hand on top of the right, or the fist in the left fist in the right hand, and lift the body up higher. Center of the chest comes to your thumbs. Exhale, roll the left shoulder all the way back. Inhale, pull the left hip back, head forward. Exhale, go a little bit deeper. Try to get your chest to look straight up. If you want, you can bend the toes under, lift the back knee, come into revolved triangle. Okay, you can bring your hands in prayer position if you like. Head is down. Try to have, eventually get your left leg straight, but keep it bent if you need to. Again, move according to your abilities. And from here, release. Come all the way back up into Warrior Two. Sink down through the seat again, a little bit forward. And then take your hands behind the back, humble warrior. Pull the hands down, lift the head, bring the head back, and then dive down. So if you had that nice long stance, this allows you to perhaps get the forehead down to the ground. Drop the seat as much as you can. If you need to, you can lower the right knee down to the ground. Try to go to the right a little bit so that your knee, your shoulder doesn't land on the knee. Try to slip it to the inside. Exhibit humbleness and surrender. Bring the hands back down onto your back. Lift up halfway and place your hands on the ground. Now shift. So you turn forward, you're on the ball of the back foot, and then move back and forth, trying to get your hips to sink. And then push the right heel back one last time and lower the knee, flatten out the toes. You can stay on the hands here. Just try to get length. Pull the chest and the head forward. Imagine your telescope. Good, extending. If you can, your shoulders lower than the knee, you can roll to the right. Right shoulder's down, forearms comes down, and then the left forearm perhaps. Keep extending through the chest. If you're very flexible, try to get your body right down, your chest right down to the ground. Move your left arm to the outside of the foot to help you to come down, if you like. Shoulder eventually comes onto the foot when you're flat on the ground. Be still like a lizard, including the gaze. Steady gaze, unblinking, if you can. And then we're going to come back onto the hands. from here, we're gonna move this way so you can see. Press into your hands, and then lift the back knee up, and then spin your hands around to come between the feet. Arms out to the side and come up. Go to the right now. Sink down. Open up your stance a little bit. Again, reach forward. Maybe take the test if you like. Fingers, do they touch down? Even if they don't, be unconcerned. It's the effort that counts. Parsvakonasana, either this version here or the hand down to the ground. Either way, make sure the left hip is not popping up. Sink it down. If your hand's on the ground, push the shoulder against the knee. And vice versa. Open up, make sure the knee's not dropping inwards. Press it out. And then circle the left hand down, turn forward, back knee down. From here, sink the seat all the way forward. So you're resting just in front of the knee by pulling, when you bring your hip forward so you're not right on the knee. And hands to the front knee, and then lean away from the leg. As you lean, pull the body further by the hips. No folds in the lower back. If you want to proceed to Kapyasana, raise your arms, bring your hands in Kali Mudra. Radiate your light like the orb in the sky. Arms straight, think of crescent moon shape. Lead with heart to come back up. Press into the front knee and push your way up. Right foot comes in, bend the toes under on the back foot. And now from here, left arm comes up, takes the outside of the knee, and then hand can stay on the seat, push down and in, or hand to the back heel on the outside. Lift up through the lower back, and then turn to the right, look over your right shoulder. Chest open. You may stay there, or move deeper. Turn forward once again, left arm up. Take the elbow to the outside of the thigh. And then hands in Anjali Mudra or right fist in the left hand. Pull the body up higher so that the belly comes higher than the thigh, and then spin the chest upwards. Take the right shoulder all the way back. Keep trying to pull the right side of the seat back. Head forward. If you want to go into revolved triangle, bend the toes under the back knee, lift the back knee and spin on your feet so your feet are parallel. Your head stays close to ground. You keep pushing your chest such that the center of the chest is in line with the thumbs. And from here, release wherever you are, and then come up, land into warrior two again. Sink your seat a little bit lower. Take your hands behind the back, humble warrior. Pull the hands down, bring the head back. Keep the chest, heart open in every sense. Dive down. Go to the left again, so that your shoulder comes up to the inside of the knee. Lower the left knee down if you need to. Express humbleness and surrender. Bring your hands back down onto the back, lift up halfway, and bring your hands down to the ground. Turn so that your chest is forward, facing forward, and again. Rock back and forth, push through the base of the toes, trying to get lower with each pass. And then push back through that left heel. One last time. Bring knee down, hands down. Imagine you're pulling the floor towards you with your hands. And lengthen. Try to get your head and your chest forward as much as possible. Again, imagine your telescope trying to find extension, or if you can roll to the left, bring the left forearm down, and then perhaps maybe even the right forearm. Keep on lengthening, anchor down through the hips and the back leg as you pull the chest and the head forward. Come down flat. If you're able to, fix the gaze. Keep on thinking, I am you, you are me in every pose. So you tap into the consciousness of every being. They become your guru in every pose, and they whisper their secrets to you, and you allow to surrender to it. And then from here, come back onto the hands. Push into the hands, lift the back knee up off the ground, and spin again on your feet. Hands between your feet. Inhale, arms out to the side, come all the way up. Then from here, jump your hands and your feet together, mountain pose. From the base of the spine, breathe up to the crown. Imagine you're breathing from the base of the mountain right up to the summit. Exhale back down to the base. The spine of the mountain, remain unshakable, unmovable in your devotion to the practice. Now lower down onto the knees, and here have a couple of options to do headstand. If you feel comfortable to do so, go ahead, or other variations, so other modifications. So you can, this one is a nice one. Take hold of your opposite elbows and then interlace your fingers. Place your head between the palms and lift up the seat so you can walk your feet towards your elbows. And then just pulse up and down. So as you pulse, bring your heels up. If you feel more weight, more on top of the head, your hips come more over your shoulders. So if you feel comfortable, you can raise one leg up and back. Keep the foot close to the seat. Pull the heel close to the seat and bend the toes back. Eventually, you might feel steady enough if you push down to the forearms and keep pressing through the back foot to just pull your right toes away from the ground. Just bend the toes back and you're up. If your feet is very far away from your elbow, so you can slide in a little bit. If that's not possible, well, just do what you can. Don't even have to leave your toes don't ever have to leave the ground if you don't feel comfortable. Eventually, however, you might feel comfortable to lift off and then eventually keep pushing through the left foot, and then you eventually bring your legs to the same height as the hips, both of them. Do it always with control and mindfulness so you don't go flying over your back. Again, think of the witness who's watching. You don't want to disturb the witness. Now come back down if you're up in headstand, and then come down into child's pose. Breathe in, breathe out, and roll up. Good. From here, take your legs out from underneath. Bring your legs out in front, lie on your back. Shavangasana is next. Bring your arms beside the body for a moment. Breathe in. Exhale. Drop all the fatigue out of the body. Start with a new clean slate, so to speak. Now press into the floor with your arms. Lift your legs up. Keep pushing into your arms, engage your core, so you can get your seat up off the ground. If you can get up high enough, even your feet can come all the way over your head. Join your hands behind your back now. Try to get your wrists right together. Keep extending your feet back. Perhaps you can bring your hands to your lower back, and then
Raise one or both legs at a time, coming into shoulder stand. If it's too much, you don't have to come into a straight line, you just come where you can. Your seat might not be quite as high. You need to walk your elbows out a little bit more to make it comfortable. Alternatively, bring your knees towards your forehead, stay in a tuck. Or just sit on your hands with your legs straight up. Again, just move according to your abilities. If you want, you can come into your lotus if you have a lotus. If you're right on top of your shoulders, you can also bring your hands to your thighs. Try to get your knees higher than the hips if you're in lotus. Concentrate on the space between the eyebrows. The seat of divine perception. When you have good concentration, you can accomplish much. All done to improve your meditation skills. Find silence and quietness. Now from here, if you have a lotus, you can keep your lotus, come into Pindasana, bring your thighs against your chest. You can even wrap your arms around the outside of the legs and join your hands behind the seat or underneath the seat. Otherwise, you come into plow pose. Just bring your feet towards the ground behind your head. Keep supporting your back if your feet don't come all the way down. You can also bring your thighs against your chest, knees on either side of the head. Go deeper within. Beyond the body, the mind, and the emotions, beyond the distractions coming through the senses. Now slowly come back out, arms behind your back, palms flat on the ground. Keep your legs close to the body as you come down. Maybe if your hands are underneath your seats, your seat lands on the hands. And then once your feet are down, just move your arms a little bit underneath your body a little bit more. Thumbs might come together, and then from here, push into the lower arms, lift up the chest, and then top. The head comes to the ground. Curve the spine as much as you can. Arch the back. And then from here, streak of breath. Breathe very fast in the nose like a sniffing dog. Keep going with the breath. If you want, raise your legs 12 inches off the mat. Lower the legs down. And relax here. Breathe in. Just lie on your back again. Breathe out. Now slide your heels in towards the seat. Pick up your feet a little bit, hold the ankles, and then place them down. Just feet in line with the hips. Here we'll start with bridge pose. Those who want to go into Urdhva Dhanurasana can proceed there. Just for now, press your down to your arms, lift your seat, roll your shoulders under so that your arms come underneath the body. And then just join your hands if you like, interlace your fingers and press the edge of your hand down underneath the seat. Bridge pose. Chest comes towards the chin. Try to make the chest look like a wall. Place your hands on hips for a moment and then use your hands to tilt the hips forward so that the lower back is not jammed up. Now you may stay here or move one hand at a time beside your head, come onto your fingertips, and from here push into fingertips. Hold your breath a little bit, slide your head back so you're on the top of the head. Then turn your hands around, fingers facing towards the toes, fingers facing out a little bit. And if you feel comfortable here, take a half breath in. Lift your head up off the mat, Urdhva Dhanurasana. You can lift your heels as well. Nice, strong looking arc from the feet all the way to the hands. If you're more flexible, try to walk your hands towards your feet. Straighten out your arms and the legs. Push your hips forward. Push your hips up and your chest forward. So you're trying to get up in front of your arms. Surrender to the pose. Remember, it's an offering of the best effort that you can put forth. Slowly make your way down with control. Same way as you entered. Bring the head down and then come back onto your back. Breathe in, breathe out. Bring the right leg up. You can bend, slide your left foot in a little bit so the foot's flat on the ground, the knees facing up. Take hold of the right ankle. Pull the knee onto your shoulder. And from here, try to stretch your leg a little bit. Try to get your foot closer to the head. Take your attention to all the areas, all the muscles that need release. That's where the energy will go. Your attention's like a magnet. So if you can, slide your left foot out again, flat. Back the leg flat on the ground. You're very flexible, so you can get your foot down. Your left leg slips a little bit out to the side, so your leg's right against your shoulder, and then see if you can get your foot to the ground beside and a little bit behind your head. And then release. Try the other leg now. Left leg comes up. Again, slide the right foot in if you need to. Bring the knee on the shoulder first, then take hold of the ankle and pull on the foot so that the foot comes closer to the head. Then you can feel free to stretch or extend the right leg if you can. And if you have the flexibility, move deeper. Left leg slips right to just against the shoulder, just the outside, and try to bring the foot down to the ground beside your head. And release. Good. Now from here, bring your knees up, like an upside down table, your legs up. Bring your hips a little bit over to the left. And then bring both knees over to the right. Now just keep trying to find length in the lower back. You can take your left hand, push into seat and pull, press into seat and pull it down, the tailbone down by just guiding the tailbone down and under. Keep your left shoulder, back shoulder firmly planted into the ground. Try not to jut the shoulders up, front of the shoulders. Bring the knees up, bounce the hips over to the right, and then bring your knees all the way to the left. Position your knees so that you feel a stretch in the lower back again. Take the right hand to the seat, push it in, and then pull it down. Guide the tail under. Just keep imagining the spine trying to get longer and longer. The arms getting it longer as well. Extend the arms so that your shoulders come flat. Back shoulders are flat on the ground. Back up, and then bring the feet flat on the ground, slide them out, Bring your arms a little about halfway to the body, palms facing up. Rest in Shavasana. Just let go of all efforts. Soften everything. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, imagine you're fainting. Let go of all tension, all efforts. Feel everything soften. As though the bones and the organs are just floating around in the body in a sea of fluid. Whatever you want to imagine to just bring about the most surrender to relaxation as possible. And the more you surrender physically and mentally and emotionally, the more you are able to receive. Imagine now soaking in the best of the best that the universe has to offer. It's all coming to you as a result of all the goodness that you put out, all the good intentions, all the efforts that you made. But it is a continuous cycle, so keep on, as you receive, keep on sending it out as well. So you have more to share with all beings. Imagine it all coming in, flooding the body, going right to the spiritual heart located in the center of the chest and the right side of the physical heart. This is the dwelling place of God, the highest self, the divine essence that resides in all beings. And as a result, all your offering becomes available to all beings. Stay established in the highest self, in God that resides within. And you remain one with all beings. Prepare now, in the most gentle way possible, to come back into your body, to come back from Shavasana. And prepare to sit up, always moving in a way that is loving, gentle, and silent. Close with Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, and still the peace within and send it out to all.
Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Be receptive to the divine grace within. Namaste. Thank you very much for coming. Have a wonderful day. Until next time.